Forced to peddle drugs, kept in solitary confinement above a brothel and told his parents were dead. That's how a terrified 9-year-old began a new life in Britain. After facing persecution in Bangladesh, Abdul became a victim of human trafficking and spent his childhood as a 21st century slave. And he's not alone. Figures reveal a sharp increase in the number of people in Scotland exploited by criminals. Now grown up and working in the oil industry, Abdul spoke to STV's Louise Hosey.
I remember I came to England as like a family friend bring us in here, and then they started demanding you have to give us money and lands and stuff. Turned around and said to me, your parents are dead, everybody dead, so you have to go to work to pay us because your dad promised us to pay. And all the money I was earning is going to straight to their bank account. I was earning about £70 a week. I was working about 14-15 hours a day.
And how old were you at this point?
I remember I was just coming nine and a half. Mostly every night I was crying and I was upset, and I lost my parents. I don't know where I am. I don't know anything about it. I cannot speak English. So many things is going through my head. We used to be sharing a room with about 6-7 people in a room. A small room is not very big, bunk bed all over, and about 6-7 people sharing. You cannot even move. And I remember that guy coming and said to me, why you cry every night and stuff like that. And he said, I can help you that. I can solve all your problem. And basically, so I told them who those people was, where they got me Bangladesh from. He took me with him to London to meet them. And I was keep asking him, where my mom, where my dad, do you know what's happened? And he'll not tell me anything. He said, everything's fine. You're going to stay with me. I spoke to people, and you're going to stay with me, and you will go to school, you will get education. And he was telling me, you got a house, car, forget about your parents. House, car, everything you want in life.
And where did he take you then, and what happened then?
London, I call it Hell House. That's my calling is, because I went to that house, and downstairs is really nice. It's like people are very wealthy. People come stay down, have a drink, poker game, whatever. It's really nice and expensive. Upstairs, a couple of rooms are nice, and if you go, I remember I was in a left-sided room, and that room is like a trash. It's like a prison, basically. It's a prison. Throw me in there. I said. And I was shouting and screaming, why, what's going on? I stuck in that room for maybe 2 months. I was having basically it's no toilet, it's massive hole in the ground, it's go through a pipe, no bed or nothing, it's just like carpet.
And were you alone in that?
Yeah, I was alone. Then I realized a lot of people are coming in, having a sex with people next door, and I met a really nice girl. Her name was Anna, and she was no big. I don't think she's older than 14 or 15 year old. And now it makes sense in my head. Over the years, people come in. A lot of people come in having sex with her, and it's a horrible things. They're very wealthy people coming in, having sex with young girls, boys. I've been really lucky. They use me for running drugs all over the country, mainly because I don't have any identity. Second things, I cannot speak English. Third things, if I don't. I remember a guy said, even we kill them, nobody will find them.
So what did that involve? What did you have to do? What did you find yourself doing?
I remember they gave me a school bag, and guy said to me, do not open it. If you open it, and he said, you will get hurt. They just said to me, I remember 1 person or 2 person always with me and my back. So they put me on a bus station, and a bus that's going Manchester. The bus, they will tell bus driver his mom was gonna wait for him in Manchester. So then I started running around all over the country, doing that for a year and a half.
That included, can you just tell me about Scotland, that you find yourself in Scotland?
So something feel different, see everything, feel life, because over a year I never had any emotion. Then come back to Liverpool, and then I went back to London. Then my torture started because I find out, I opened the bag. I thought nobody in a bus watching me. Opened the bag, I looked at it, and what I seen is a book, like children books, and inside the book is cut off, and like a powders or sometimes hard like a chocolate inside. And I seen it, and that's when I said, I don't want to do it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't want to do it.
And what did that torture involve?
Stabbing, shot in my leg, cutting in between my toes, chopping your fingers off.
And they did that to one of your fingers?
Yeah, one of my finger. And physical torture, I got numb, and my emotion and everything got numb, so I never felt very much. But I think more was like mentally.
And how old were you by this time? Do you know? Was this
probably just coming 10 and 11 and a half. After that, I went to the Liverpool and just go stop, and then a guy grabbed that bag and just walked away, and I was shouting.
So you were on a drugs delivery, were you?
Yeah, I got a school bag with the drugs inside and stuff.
And is this when you end up staying in Liverpool?
Yeah. Next morning, I remember police are shouting, please open the door, please.
Did you realise that you were safe?
I think so. I realized when the police women smiled at me. She's like probably her 20s, and and she's like smile at me and everything's gonna be all right. And I thought that moment I'll be all right.
Abdul, thank you very much for joining us on Scotland Tonight.
Thank you for having me.